So I'm gonna give you 5 ways to bust through this inner critic, and they get a little more fun as you go. Here we go! Talk about the oppression of our minds, how our minds end up screwing everything up when we don't want it to. So Cervantes once said, our greatest foes in whom we must chiefly combat are within. And I love that quote because it's so true. For instance, in my own life, I know that the worst foe for me is my inner critic. And maybe you've dealt with this inner critic, this thing that just seems to pop up out of nowhere, and all of a sudden you feel like you're on fire and boom, you burst and you don't know where the hell you are anymore. So, what is this inner critic? Well, it's really just your ego trying to protect you from something that it's not sure about. So anything that you do that is a little beyond your comfort zone is a perfect opportunity for that inner critic to creep in. And really it's just these unconscious tapes that are playing over and over again in your mind. It's like a tape recorder. Now, a lot of people will tell you to just, oh, ignore it. Ignore that inner critic. Yeah, well, how does that work, right? How do you just ignore it, right? It's not possible. For instance, I used to go to auditions all the time, and I'd get in there and I'd just start shaking. I just didn't know what to do, and my hands would start shaking. Why? Because I was trying to ignore the inner critic. I was trying to ignore the nerves. No, that doesn't work. The second thing that doesn't work is trying to fight it, trying to beat it out. Like, oh, no, I'm not nervous. No, I'm not nervous. I'm not nervous. No, I'm not nervous. Okay, think of a bird, right, trapped in a cage. If it wants to get out, it's going to rattle that cage more and more and more. So sometimes you just have to open up the cage and let the bird out. So how do we do that? Well, we have to give it a new brain. We have to give this inner critic a new way of thinking. Because really, it's just these things in your brain that just need a new pattern. So you have to interrupt the pattern, put something else in, and change the way that that inner critic sounds. Because really, guys, we are the ones drinking the gasoline, just like in that video. This dude's ready, this dude's pumped, he's drinking all this gasoline, and that inner critic ends up setting himself on fire. So, instead of setting your dreams on fire, I want you to light your inner critic on fire so you can live your light. So, I'm gonna give you 5 ways to bust through this inner critic, and they get a little more fun as you go. So the first one comes from the Buddhists. And they always say to watch your thoughts as if they're clouds passing by. Now that's great, but it's also really hard, especially if you're in this high pressure cooker situation where you can't just passively watch your thoughts go, right? You're gonna audition, you're gonna get in there, you're gonna go to that meeting, you have to do things that are really important and really quick. So here's another way. 2, come back to the present moment. Say, I'm here. Just come back to the now. Because really what these thoughts are doing is they're taking you out of the present moment. So you don't even know where you are anymore. Number 3, if that doesn't work, which sometimes it doesn't, is to slow the phrase down. So normally there's a phrase that's coming up for your inner critic. Like for me, for instance, it's normally, I'm not ready, I'm not ready, I'm not ready. And normally if you think about it, it's really fast. So think about your phrase right now and say it in your head. Probably really fast, right? And that gives your body a certain response. So slow it down. I'm not ready. And it's kind of funny, right? It will kind of make you laugh. And that starts tripping up the wiring in your brain. It's like, whoa, 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 wait, why are we going slow all of a sudden? Now, if that doesn't work, 4, give it a funny voice. So what's your favorite cartoon character? Let's say it's Mickey Mouse. So, hey folks, I'm not ready. Okay, again, that sort of just trips things up. It makes you laugh. It's kind of silly. Number 5, if that doesn't work, just do something ridiculous. Just break your pattern somehow. Break your state. Like, I'm amazing, 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 yeah! I don't know, something like that. Try that. Okay, so those are 5 ways to bust through your inner critic. Now, this is really important, guys, because I want to see you do those things that you're meant to do, and the only thing that's stopping you is this thing inside of your head, because anything is achievable if you really put your mind to it, but only if you put your mind to it in the right way, and your mind doesn't end up putting you to it. So, my questions for you are, 1, how does this inner critic show up in your life? 2, how is this inner critic holding you back? And 3, which technique can you try to light fire to that inner critic? Alright guys, so thanks for watching. My name's Kip, and as always, you can share this video with all your friends. You can write in the comments below the answers to those questions. And as always, live in love and spread your light. Thanks guys. So, the video you saw in the beginning, that was from my friend Ramazan, and he's got an awesome link right here that you can check out his video and see how you can support him. This movie is all about oppression, giving a voice to people who are voiceless, and really dealing with some really important issues. So go check that out, give him your support, and I'll see you soon guys. Thanks.